Alright, looks pretty good. Okay, normally at this point, I would tell you to use your X-Acto knife and cut the trace back where it's not adhered to the substrate. But it looks like here we're okay. Looks like that was already done for us, both on this side and the component side. So that looks pretty good. What doesn't look good is all this charred area. And before we can do our repair, we're going to need to get all that stuff up. But what you want to do is get all the charred material off the board, so that when you put your epoxy down, it's got something decent there to adhere to. Okay, that looks pretty good. We got all the charred material up, and it looks like looks like it burned a hole all the way through the substrate. Here's the front side. Here's the solder side. We got all the crummy stuff up, but we got a hole through it. But that's okay. And that's nothing to worry about, because you can fill that in with your epoxy. Okay. Step 2 is to epoxy the recovered area. That down there. And I'm going to use this to mix up some of our tester's enamel to give us a little bit of color and to put in the epoxy. Mix it up, give us a nice little color. There we go. That looks pretty good. Now we'll do some epoxy. The one thing about the epoxy, you really need to mix this stuff up good, or else it won't cure, it won't set up right. So take your time, mix it up really well. Okay, now we're going to add just a little touch of the colorant And as you can see, a little bit goes a long way. Okay. Okay, now that we got our epoxy mixed up, we can start masking off the area of the board that we want to put the epoxy on. So take a little length of your cellophane packing tape and cut it into strips. And what you want to do is mask off the area just after the good pin, like that, and then wrap it around. Like that. Do the other side. And wrap it around. And take a couple more strips and mask off the area of the trace that you're going to solder to. Because you don't want to get epoxy on your trace. Like that. Take another length of your packing tape and keep that to put on the bottom.